All doing? I hope you're all cool. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to cut a nails net. But before we start, I will show you guys how to create a senator back design. One of the designs. So in this design, you will create a double line, a double bold line at the back side. Okay. So if you want to start doing that, you will just fold your material. While folding this, you make use of your neck, what you use to cut your neck, like a neck of 17, which is you use 2¼ thickness. You know, in male's senator, the neck is always fitted. So in a neck of 17 inches, you make use of 2¼ while cutting. Then 2¼ you add extra 3 inches, which is you add extra 3 inches, which is 5¼ okay. So this 5¼ you start folding with 5¼ You understand what I said? I said that if you want to fold this, you make use of your neck. What you use and cut your neck. Assuming you want to use 3 and cut your neck, you use 3 and add your 2 inches. You added 2 inches because of the folding. Okay? So plus extra 1 inch for freeness, which is 3 inches. So 2¼ plus 3 is 5¼ So you start folding with 5¼ So I'm trying to put a line where I will start folding. Then after folding, remember that here is the center of our top and here is the folding line. So at this folded part, you make a notch, a double notch to indicate that you fold from this notch. Then we open it. This is the center. This side is our folding area. So we open it and we fold. We trace the lines. Okay. Cut 2 inches. Then you now come over to the other side. I'm done with the marking. You now turn over to the other side and also mark 2 inches. Okay. The other side. Then after marking it, okay, you now go to your machine and sew before you start cutting your senator. Okay, I'm done with stitching. I'm done with marking. So the next thing right now is to go and stitch. I'm done with the folding. You see, 2 double line, 2 both lines. This is it. This is the back side. Don't forget that. So after doing this, now remove 3 inches at the down side. Remove 3 inches at the down side. Remove 3 inches at the down side. So let's do it. 3 inches of the senator. Now make sure that your head is standing on top. It's placed at the top side of your pot. Okay, so I'm trying to trim this side, make it straight. Place this at the 3 inches that you marked. Please listen attentively. Please, if you find this this tutorial helpful, please press on that subscribe button so that you'll be updated in my next video. Remember that I'm using the wrong side of the fabric. It's the wrong side of the fabric. Okay. So remember that in this side there is an extension at the down side of the top. So we have to, and the extension is 3 inches thickness. So I'm trying to measure our material. Just watch closely. I removed 1 inch before I start measuring. Now I start my measurements. So our top is 33 inches, right? Okay, 33. I just did 33 inches, not 32. That's 3 inches. So 3 minus 3. The 3 I added here is the 3 I subtracted is the extension. Minus 3 is start. Okay. Then plus 1 inch sewing allowance. We now have 31. Normally, we do add 4 inches or 3 inches for folding allowance, but in this case, we'll add an extension. So I just added 1 inch. Okay. Just added what? 1 inch. So that's one. That's one. Then we now cut the shoulder slant. I used 2 inches to cut the shoulder slant, and I'll slant it with my tape. Just watch closely. Or you can also make use of your ruler, okay? In my own case, my ruler is not screws, and I'm used to using tape. That's my ruler. So I'm about to cut. It's a very simple and nice style to sew. So try to learn the style, and after watching this, try to cut the style and sew it for yourself before your first time. Okay, very easy. So after slanting, cutting the shoulder slant, we will now drag this down. We will now drag this here down. Okay. At this point, we have succeeded in creating our shoulder slants. This is what we call shoulder slant in male sewing. So at this point, I will fold it, assuming that I have sewn by 1/2 inch. While folding, fold this one 1/2 inch on top of this one. Then you iron. Don't forget that. Okay? So after this folding, we now cut our basic cuts. Okay. So before we start cutting, make sure that we create a straight line from this back side to join this side, so that we will not be confused while measuring the shoulder. So we start with the shoulder. Our shoulder is 19.5 divided by 2 is 9 and 6/8. Okay, 9 and 6/8. Then plus 1/2 inch, which is 10 1/4. You now mark 10 1/4. Okay? We mark 10 1/4 till we reach the armhole length. In this case, his chest is 39 plus 5. I wrote plus 4 here, but I'm making use of plus 5 because this style is free. It's very free, okay? So it's not fitted. In case if you're sewing a fitted style, you can use plus 4, but you can also use plus 3, okay? Depending on what your customer wants. Then after marking this, you now measure the sleeve, the sleeve length. The male with a chest of 39 will make use of 9 inches or 9.5. Make use of 9 inches while cutting the sleeve, or we can also use 9.5 because this is a free top. Make use of 9.5 because this is a free top, okay? Then at this point, you now measure your chest. Our chest is 39 plus 5, which is 44 divided by 4, we have 11 plus 1.5 inch, okay? Then you mark. Before you mark, you measure this side. You find the midpoint of 9.5 is 4.6/8. Then at this midpoint, you come in by half. And this is what I did. Then you curve. At this point, you curve it into join the half point. Then curve it out. Join the shoulder at this point, okay? Then you come down a little and mark your stomach. Our stomach is 35 plus 5 inch, which is 40, divided by 4, we have 10. 10 plus 1.5. Then you come down a little and mark the hip. Our hip is 40.5. You just approximate it to 41. Then plus 5, you now get 46. Divided by 4. Divided by 2 is 23. Divided by 4 is 11.5. Plus 1.5, you get 13 inches. Okay? So mark 13. And remember that this side, the side part is straight. So we make it a straight line. And curve joint here. Okay. And this line here is how the guy's shape is. So after this, we now cut. Okay, just look at it closely. See how I'm doing the cut. So at this point, we'll start cutting our neck. You see, this is the shoulder slant. Okay, so it's as simple as ABC. So the next thing you do right now is to cut your neck. Okay, at this point, from this point, we just measure our neck. Our neck is 17 inches. So you can just mark out, like I said before. I will use 2.25. 2.25 by this front side will be by 2.25 by 4 inches. This downside will be 4 inches, or even 3. So let's try 3.6/8. 3.6/8. Then we curve. So at this point, we'll curve like this. see what I'm doing? You cover it like this, okay? Then you measure your tape, measure the round neck and see whether it is okay or it is too much, okay? Whether you add or you reduce the neck. So watch closely what I'm doing. Remember that 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. Okay, so 8.5. You see, here is 8.5, so it's enough, it's okay. Then next thing we'll do is to start cutting. Okay, while cutting, you place your scissors like this. If you reach here, you curve at this point. So after cutting the neck, have you seen how our neck is? Very nice. After cutting our neck, we will now measure our round armhole so that we will use it to cut out our sleeve. Alright? Our round armhole. Our round armhole is 11 over 6, 11 and 6 over 8 inches. But approximately we can make use of 12, or you can also use that 11 and 6 over 8. So also measure here. Measure this point so that we use it to cut out our extension. So unfold here is 13.5. Then you times it by 2. 13.5 plus 13.5, you get 27 for the front side. I mean, you got 27 and 27 for the front and the back. Okay, with thickness of 3 inches. Remember to add your sewing allowance, which is 3.5. Let me just open this and show you guys what we have got so far. Okay, it's so beautiful. It's very nice. See the front side. This one is wow, so awesome. Okay, see what I just did. See the front. See the shoulder slant. And you also slant this one. You will now see the beauty of this style. And let's see what you have managed to cut so far. You see how sweet the round neck is. So while doing your own practical, please try and make it to be smooth and neat as mine. Okay, so see how beautiful our back looks like. See? Okay. So let's start cut. Let us cut the sleeve and also cut the extension. Okay, 10 inches plus 4 inches for folding and half inch for sewing allowance, okay, which is 4.5. 11 plus 4, 13 plus 4.5 is 17.5. So we have 17.5 here. Okay, so I measure mark 17.5. 17.5. So at this point, we'll reduce here by 2.25 by 2.5 inch. Then we'll now give it a shoulder curve. Now we need the shoulder curve. This is our shoulder curve. So I'll measure. Our round armhole is 11 and 6 over 8, so I'll measure 11 and 6 over I'll mark. I'll measure 11 and 6 over 8 and I'll mark. Then at the muzzle side is 16 inches. 16 divided by 2, 8 plus 1 and a half, 9 and a half. At the elbow side is 14 and a half divided by 7 and a quarter. To mark it and you add 1 and a half for sewing allowance. Join. Then at this side, remember to bring out your folding allowance. 4 inch. And at this side, you measure 12, 6 plus 1 and a half, which is 7 and a half. Then we'll mark. Measure we'll mark. Okay, see? And let us cut. Is there any question? Don't hesitate to ask me for clarification. Okay? Then at this point, I'll mark our fold points. Our notching thing we'll do right now is to cut the back facing. This is our back. We use it and cut out the pieces and material that we use to fold the back. I will now place my back and I will give it a curve. Any shape that I want. Okay. I'll just use the neck and cut out the back facing. I'll use the back neck side to cut out the back facing. Watch closely. Watch closely. I'll just give it a curve. See the curve that I'm giving to mine. You can give the side any curve of your choice. Okay? Okay. Then notch so that white board is easy for you. Don't forget that. See how the back looks like. The back.
Thank you guys.
I'll just quickly see how the shape looks like.
Like,
While cutting your
subscribe,
neck wiper,
share.
just something like this. It's not be straight, it's not. Okay.